Hello everybody, and I want to tell you something very, very important, very amazing. The laptop lifestyle, baby. Laptop lifestyle. Live on the beach, work on the beach, put your legs up, make millions of dollars. It is a total horse. Okay, it is BS. I don't know, something about this laptop lifestyle. I want to make sure you know. Selling on Amazon, selling online, any business is not a laptop lifestyle, okay? I think this was created so you can think you don't have to work and you can make a ton of money doing basically nothing. Being on the beach, you type a little thing and then it's all gonna be done and you're gonna make $1 million. Now, is it possible to do that? Probably, okay? Probably, but I wanna tell you something. If you working 2 hours a day, 1 hour a day on a computer, but really on a beach, drinking a margarita or doing whatever you were gonna do, and you're gonna make a bunch of money that way, how much do you think you'd make if you dedicated yourself to that? You'd make way more. So if the case, the laptop lifestyle would work for you, just know you're operating at this much of your potential, like a tiny bit. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't take vacations, you shouldn't enjoy yourself, have fun, spend time with your family, do whatever you want to do, okay? But realize the laptop lifestyle, the idea is saying, hey, you could be working but not working. You don't have to really work. You could kind of sort of work. No. Listen, you work, you become a pro, you kick some ass at what you're doing, and then you can afford, you have a bunch of money, you can buy tickets, whatever, go take some time off, do whatever. Have fun, enjoy your family, okay? Do whatever you want to do. That's totally great, fantastic, amazing. But you're not gonna go and build everything while on the beach. Now you can't, again, I'm not saying you can't, but I'm just like, I don't like the promotion of the idea saying, hey, you could do very little and you're gonna accomplish a lot. Because the truth of the matter is, to accomplish a lot, you have to do a lot. I mean, it goes without saying, I think it's kind of common sense. Hey, Jeff Bezos, can you tell me what the laptop lifestyle's like? No, he can't tell you what the laptop lifestyle's like. Because the guy's hustling, building rockets, building fulfillment centers, handling this, doing that, making like millions of products available online, doing strategy, meeting with people, hiring executives, dealing with lawsuits, whoa. Do you think the guy is managing Amazon.com, the biggest freaking company or one of the biggest on the planet, on the beach with its laptop? And that's how you're going to get jets and whatever and cars and whatever? No, it's a lie. It's a lie. And the fact is, yes, after you built something, if you want to then go take some time and be on the beach and do whatever, and then you can work a couple hours a day, or maybe you don't want to work for a few days and you put people there that are responsible and can manage a business, great. You can have time off, you can enjoy the beach, you can go to Maui, you could go to Bali, you could go to wherever. You could do a staycation, you could take your girlfriend, wife, or family, or girls, or go by yourself, or whatever, and go to the beach, go to the arcade, go play video games for a day, a week. You could do that stuff, yes. But realize, they're not the same thing. You're not building a business from zero while you're at the beach. No. Okay, sorry. So let's get down into the nitty gritty. What I want to say, and the truth of the matter is, you can build something big. You have the potential as a human being, okay, to do great things, okay? But you get what you put your attention on. You get what you work at, okay? So if you want to have a big business and you really want it, you name out how you're going to do it and you work at it, you will have a big business. I mean, that's kind of like, if you do the right things, you will have it. Now, of course, some people are maybe luckier than others, and some people, when they try to do something, they're going to fail and then they give up. And when you give up, you're gone. You're done. You're never going to do it, okay? But if you keep going, you fail, and then you keep going and you figure it out and you change it and you do this and you get there, you can get there, okay? But realize it is work. It's a job. Now, do I like my job? Yes, I like my job. Do I like working? Yes, I like working. Do I like taking the bestseller badge and dethroning or kicking off the guy who has the bestseller badge now? Yes, I love it. It's fun. It's great. It's awesome. Okay, I like that. But I'm not sitting there researching a new development line, hiring people, doing the whole thing while I'm at the beach and like, oh wow, this is my most productive 20 minutes. Now let me go in the water. Like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know any very successful person that lives like that. Nobody. I know probably 3 or 4 people, closely 2, okay? And maybe this year will become a third one, that sell over $100 million on Amazon every year. And these are people who, no background, like just, hey, let me start Amazon and start doing it, and boom, didn't have money before. Like, one of them did have money before. So these people who are hugely successful, they're not like, yo, this is a laptop lifestyle. No, these guys, even though they have $100 million business, are freaking working hard every day, every night. So what I want to tell you is, rather than look at it as a laptop lifestyle, hey, I'm going to sell on Amazon and I'm going to be on the beach and I'm going to do nothing. No. Instead, look at it. It's more like going to the NBA or going to the NFL, okay? That's the National Basketball Association, right? Being up there, Michael Jordan, this stuff. You're entering a field that is extremely competitive, has very high rewards, is super fun, okay, or can be super fun. And if you dedicate and you work your ass hard, you can make something huge and amazing, and you can have whatever fans if you want fans, or you can have money if you want money. You can do a lot of things. You can make just something that's worthwhile. And why I make it, or liken it, I make a reference to sports is because in sports, when you have a team, okay, on Amazon you need a team, okay, doing it by yourself, again, that's a lie from the laptop lifestyle. That you're going to do everything by yourself is a lie, a hoax, a scam, whatever. You do nothing by yourself on this planet that I know of. By yourself? No. First of all, if you think you're doing it by yourself, sorry, but Jeff Bezos put hundreds of thousands of staff to pack your orders for you. That's not by yourself, brother. You're getting help from somebody, period. Okay? All the different softwares. People are building your software. You cannot do it by yourself. So, and then NFL, you have people who, they specialize in your jerseys. They specialize in your travel. They specialize in your transport. They specialize in making your shoes. They do the balls. They sell your tickets. Whatever it is, you have a huge team around you. And what they're doing is supporting you to do an amazing job. And that's how I see Amazon. You have a playing field. Yes, there's another team. There's competition or competitors. There's rules. There's people breaking the rules. Sure, that's like in any freaking business, any life. But it's what's cool and why I like it, like kind of looking at like the NBA, is because you have these amazing team members. They're ready. All you have to do, if you step up to the plate, I guess that's more of the baseball, right? But you step up to the plate, you have a humongous team of people backing you up. You have all these, catchers and this and all this different stuff. Again, when you're on the plate, I guess your team is behind you, right? Everyone's against you. But you're not going to do it alone, okay? And the laptop lifestyle, the idea, at least the idea that I get when someone says laptop lifestyle, can you want to live the laptop lifestyle? One, it's telling people they don't need to work to make a lot of money, which I don't believe is true. Yes, you can work smart and work, maybe a little bit, but your results are generally gonna be there, right? And those of you who follow on a 4-hour work week, or like work very little, make a lot. Yes, but listen, let's say you went down to 4-hour work week. You finally achieved this outsource. Well, now what if you did that efficiency and worked 40 hours, 60 hours, 80 hours? You're going to make like a freaking massive, monstrous, amazing, huge business that changes lives of millions and millions of people. So if you're able to do something great in 4 hours, well, just make it bigger, okay? So laptop lifestyle, the lies about it. One, you're going to do it by yourself. Total lie. Actually, I wore the shirt today, China Magic. I'm going to talk about that in a second on how much help I've gotten to get where I am now. But the laptop lifestyle, the lie is, you're going to make it by yourself. It's going to be super duper easy. You don't really have to do very much. And the money's just going to flow in. And you're going to live your life on a beach all the time. And the money's going to make money, and you're just going to be there or not a participant. And just let it come in while you check your emails and check your bank account as money coming in. So I don't know. I don't like that idea. So let me flip it. And let me talk about what is called the Amazon lifestyle. What is the Amazon lifestyle, baby? Here we go. So, one, you are going to get help from so many freaking people. Okay, and you need to help other people, and then people need to help you. Now, I don't want to make it so abstract. Let's be very real. Okay, talk about this. I got sold this trip called China Magic. Okay, I was starting on Amazon, and I was doing okay. So I think I had maybe 4 products up. We're doing pretty decent. I was still working a 9 to 5 or 9 to 6 or whatever, or 8 to 5, whatever it was. And a friend of mine, Athena, she was like, hey, come to China, do this. And I guess I kind of heard like, hey, I should probably go to China, and like, might be a good idea to find some products. And like, oh gosh, like it's probably a good idea, but do I really want to go to China, be away from my kids? Or I guess at that time I had one kid. My wife was pregnant, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, at that exact time. And I was going to leave her pregnant with a kid and go, and like, it was the last thing I would do by myself. I would never have done that. I mean, I was like, oh, and if she wasn't pregnant, it was another trip she was pregnant, or she was just getting pregnant, or baby. I remember there was something like that, okay? And went on this trip, and it was like a 12-day trip. I mean, it was a long trip. I remember I did the math. It was like 5% of my year or 3% of my year was off. I'm like, that's a lot. But then, you know, I talked to my wife and we agreed. And one, my wife helped me because she was supporting me. She's like, yes, I think it's a good idea. Help the business. Had my full support. Whitney, my wife, amazing job. She really helped me, like, say, yeah, I could do it. And that was totally fine. So that's a team effort right there. Two, Athena sold me and sold me and sold me and sold me and sold me. And like, you can say, oh, salespeople, this. No, she's actually, I'll talk about it, but she helped me so much there. So much. So, and the next thing, okay, the people who flew the airplane, did the baggage. There's so much people and so many people involved. Okay, so then I go to China, and I'm gonna give a little bit of the things that happened there. So first of all, I met a ton of people because Athena did the work and got amazing people all together, and we helped each other. We went over strategies, how to advertise online better, how to sell more. How to pick products, all sorts of stuff. I met a ton. Actually, I met another very good friend of mine over there, and she sells amazing on Amazon and was able to help me and gave me tips. And I mean, there was so many people I met there who I learned from, and I also gave a lot of help too. Right? It's a two-way flow. This is not a laptop lifestyle. I didn't go to China to party. You know what I did in China? I freaking worked, and I walked the Canton Fair flat out, like, looking for products. I had a list, which products I wanted to find, and worked a lot. And yes, we had fun and whatnot, and that's great. But honestly, it was not just about that, okay? It was about doing a lot of work and not actually spending time doing nothing, okay? It was not a party. It was not a laptop lifestyle. It was actually doing what I needed to do to make it prosperous and when I had my wife back home. So check this out. Going to the Canton Fair, this is what a day looked like. I'd wake up, probably maybe check in with my daughter, my wife, a little bit. Then in the morning, actually, I had a roommate learning about selling on Amazon as well. Go walk the Canton Fair for all day long. I mean, from the beginning till like basically the Canton Fair basically closed from whatever it was, like 5 or 6. Then there was like a dinner with a bunch of Amazon people learning about Amazon. Then some other like mastermind group, again, talking more Amazon. It was a full day of just working. And at that time, I found a product that I got like 30% cheaper, pretty much the same quality. So I saved, that was like, that at that time was about a $30,000 a year savings from finding that one supplier. And that supplier is now supplying a bunch of products from us. We have, let's see, one bestseller from them that's what's going back and forth from the bestseller, but it's hugely profitable. We have several products with this guy, at least like 7. Met him there. Okay, another supplier, which we've talked to, and we're doing like another 20 products with them right now. At that time, we didn't even get a product from them, but I got the note, I got the info, I got it, and we then connected up later. I took a picture with the person. They even had it, the whole team, they knew who it was. It was like an amazing, but it was a lot of work to do that, okay? The next thing was another supplier, which I was looking for a supplier for a particular product that I knew was going to be super profitable if I would find it, and I could not find them online. I looked at it on the website to find suppliers, Alibaba, could not find it. Okay, could not find that supplier at all. And finally, check this out. I could have been like, oh, let me do a laptop lifestyle. Let's go for a massage. We did get one massage. But like, okay, I'm going to spend all this time on massage. I'm going to do, just go party all the time. I'm going to go this. I'm going to just leave the Canton for early. I'm in China. Let me go party, da-da-da. No, I was like, this is working. And when we did go, let's say for massage, it was a group thing. We're all talking, learning, da-da-da, Chinese, this. It was really interesting. Walking with a person, then I met their sourcing agent and this and like a bunch of stuff, okay? But if I would have just dedicated myself a little bit less, check out what would have happened. The last 2 hours or so, of the last day of phase 2 or phase 3, I forgot what phases. The Canton Fair has phases, but it's all this in the category that we were looking in. That one was open at that time. The last 2 hours, and I kept looking. I'm like, oh. And it was like the last booth, the last thing, the last person, because I told myself I'm gonna go through every single booth, talk to every single, not every person, but at least I would look at every single booth in that phase, in that area, talk to every single one. I'm looking for this product. No joke. The last person that I talked to, they had the product that I was looking for. And I had to make some modifications. I talked to them this. I said, yeah, we could do that modification, this. And I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. Literally, as we were talking, the fairs were like closing down. Like the booths around us were closing down. It was the last day. They're packing up. Everyone's ready to go home. And I'm like, whoa, this guy, I can't believe I did this. And we found him this, and we talked to him. We got a quote, and we whatever. And I was like, whoa, this is awesome. That product ended up being our #1 bestseller. To this day is our #1 bestseller. That supplier is supplying way more a lot of other products to us. Was that laptop lifestyle? No, that was work. That was getting help from people. Getting other people to convince you of things. I had to get convinced to go to China. I kind of know the idea. Getting told around, like how to walk the fair. Like so much help from so many people. Now that product, I don't know, we've sold, no joke, probably over. I'm not going to even give numbers because I don't want to be too crazy, but it's like, we've sold hundreds of thousands of them for sure, no doubt. Now, what does that lead me to? Okay, you need help to get these things done, okay? Another thing is groups. Always talking to people, attending groups. Oh, I also started with a course called Amazing Selling Machine. Okay, Amazing Selling Machine is I think, the most sold course in terms of dollar value of any other Amazon course online. It is somewhat expensive. It's like $5,000 or $6,000. And I also had help from my wife. When I told her I wanted to buy it, she didn't protest, even though I had just bought another $3,000 course a few months before. I failed at it miserably. I didn't make my money back. Horrible idea to sell online. I was trying to make blogs and this and trying to make money online and just fell on my face. But I was like, oh, Amazon, this makes more sense. I'm building something. Because in the other one, I'm just tricking a system and making these blogs, and it was kind of a trick. Amazon, it was like, you're building a brand and this. And I said, Whitney, we're going to build this brand and this. And she's like, okay. I didn't know it at the time, but she was actually extremely skeptical. Was like, why would you ever do this? But she didn't tell me. She's like, okay, good. Fine. We have the money. We can afford it. We're going to stretch a little bit or whatever, but we're going to buy this thing. And at that moment, I thought she was fully in the game and full of trust and faith and belief. But she was showing me like, yes, I'll go ahead and do it. At the same time, she was thinking like, I don't know if this is going to be helpful, but he could definitely try. I'm going to back him up. I'm going to, take care of Luna, our daughter. I'm going to do that stuff, and was backing me up. But at the same time, she was skeptical, which in a way she should have been, because I hadn't made money before online. Hadn't been successful on like 3 different online things that I'd done. And I was like, we're going to go. But here's the thing. And this is something that I've learned in various ways from various mentors or whatever. Just because it doesn't work one time doesn't mean the next time it's not going to work. If you keep trying, you will find something. And so here I found this opportunity on Amazon. And again, it was someone who went out of their way to make a training course. Yes, they're making money at it, but they did a good job on like how to find a product, how to pick a product, how to talk to suppliers, all this stuff. And I'm working on that now to help other people, because I want other people to have the same opportunity or a similar opportunity like I had, because I've been helped. So I want to help people. So check this out. Amazing Selling Machine did it. I never finished the whole course, but the beginning helped me pick the product. And that first product is one of our top sellers now. I got very lucky, and on the first try I did it. But I got a lot of help. Was in the forums. It was such a fantastic experience, and at this point we have like this very thriving business because of it. So I just want to say that wasn't a laptop lifestyle. And even though on Amazing Selling Machine they might promote like, hey, they're on the beach and this and whatever, if it gets them to buy it and it makes sense and they end up making a lot of money, their average, I think, revenue per year is, they did all of their things and they got an average, and it was like 60,000. That was a thing they did because for the Federal Trade Commission, they have to like report how many people are selling, because they were like, this person made $500,000 and this, so they had to like get the average and say what it was. And it was like $60,000 in sales per year. Now, maybe let's say the profit is 20%. That's $12,000 extra per year in your pocket, average. Now, if the course costs $5,000, that means the majority, or maybe not the majority, but on average, they're making back a lot more money than they put in. That's a fantastic service. It's a great freaking course. Does it have everything? No, it doesn't have everything, but it was enough for me to get started and continue, right? And then you also met people from there. They created communities. It's a fantastic thing. I got a lot of help from them. in a way I like to help back too. Actually, our software, Samurai Seller, is the official software for the ads for them. Full disclosure, if you sign up, with ASM, then probably you'll be on our software because they use our software to launch products. But even before that, I was endorsing them, right? And I got paid for endorsing them too. But you know what? The guy who sold me also got paid. The guy who sold me on this, he got a commission. And I'm glad he got a commission because I wouldn't have this business if it wasn't for that guy, okay? Jason. So, laptop lifestyle, myths. You're going to do it by yourself? You're not. I mean, I've had help from so many people, from courses, from trainers, from coaches, from friends, from my family. Let's see, that it's going to be super easy. It was not easy. Our business almost got crushed with a lawsuit at one point for some, I'm going to do a training on legal stuff, right? Because I think it's very important because I didn't learn so much about it and like patents and how it worked. And I'm going to give a whole story on that. Just subscribe to this podcast, to this channel if you're watching on YouTube, because I will talk about these things. Okay, it's very important, but we almost got crushed. We were almost not profitable, even though before any sort of legal trouble, we almost died from not knowing our numbers, our profit. So also the software that I made tracks that because I wasn't even tracking it before. What else? Laptop lifestyle. Okay, that is easy. It has not been easy. Hiring in this and our first couple hires, some of them turn out to be pretty bad, and like different things happen. And look, it's like Amazon is like life, or like let's say the NBA, or like again whatever you want to compare it to. But there's gonna be problems and there's gonna be successes if you continue. No matter what, it's not gonna be a freaking like woohoo, it's all flowery and nice. No, but I'm making more money now than I ever have by far in my life. And with that money, we've done amazing things. We've donated a lot. We've been involved in activities. We've had time to do other things, have time to spend time to read to my daughter, whatever. And of course, I would have had time anyway if I was doing my programming job from before. But it's different. And we've also provided great jobs, not only to people here in the US, but people in Venezuela, my home country, that are getting paid like 100 times the minimum wage, or some like 50 times. I forget exactly. The minimum wage here is like super low. So hiring people in Venezuela, Philippines, like all these types of people, and some of them have a very, very good pay comparison to the average. And so we're creating jobs, creating opportunity where people can learn. I'm super happy and privileged of where we've got to, but it's taken hard work. It hasn't been easy. It hasn't been just like a walk in the freaking park. I haven't been a laptop lifestyle. No, I'm not like on the beach. That's how I built my business. No, it took hard work, recruiting, finding, policy changes, overcharges at Amazon, there's been so much stuff. But the fact is, it's an opportunity, it's a game. You can say, oh, well, I would have never made the NFL because I'm not big enough or strong enough. Okay, fine. But I mean, don't hate on like, oh, it's impossible to be in the NFL. It's not impossible to be in the NFL. Okay? You can be in the NFL. If you wanted to be in the NFL, if you want to be in whatever sports thing, and you started working at it, with a bet, you would get there. If you were young enough, like me being 30, I'm not going to probably be like, hey, let me get into National Baseball League or whatever. The MLB, Major League Baseball, whatever. I'm not going to get into that because I've played baseball maybe like 1 or 2 times in my life. At this point, I'm already old for that. I'm not going to be able to do it, okay? On Amazon, it's a different story because your body age does not matter. There's people that are 40, 50, whatever, get started on Amazon and older and younger. And little kids, I knew a kid 12 years old. I think I talked about it. It sold like $100,000 on Amazon. I'm like, what? So of any age, of any race, of any religion, of any belief, in any country, pretty much, Amazon allows setups from almost every country. And if you're not, I think they have like a drop down, you select your country. Not every country is listed, but most of them are. More than 100 countries. So, I believe. Now, all of you guys can sell. And you know what? The seller doesn't see who you are. They don't see your face, unless you obviously make that your brand. But if you make a good product, people will buy it. Okay? It's not like Major League Baseball where you're going to need to hit the ball. You're going to need to tackle somebody. No. Your age doesn't matter. Nobody sees you. They're going to see your product. And if you make a good product, you know how to make the listing, you know all the basics of Amazon, you can sell it. And so that's a huge privilege. It's not a laptop lifestyle. There's literally millions of sellers going after the same market that you're in. Amazon.com. Primarily that's where people sell on the US. About the rest of it's like all the other markets combined. I've heard, I don't know the source of this, is about the same as Amazon. So every other country, sales on Amazon and US are about equivalent. So most people start on Amazon US because that's the biggest market share. But you can do it, okay? And it does take a lot of work. You do need a lot of help. Doing it by yourself, well, you actually can't do it by yourself because you're being helped by Jeff Bezos. You're being helped by internet. You're being helped by the people who laid down the fiberglass to set your internet. You're being helped by the people who created Photoshop. You're being helped by the servers or the computers. I mean, you're being helped by so many people you have almost no freaking clue. Maybe you do have a clue. Maybe you know all about it. But there's a lot of help, okay? This video, if you're listening to this, hopefully I'm helping you, okay? Because what I see is I've seen so many people start and become millionaires from selling on Amazon. I mean, I haven't seen it with a lot of industries. Maybe I know one or two people that have done it in real estate. And even then, they were probably millionaires before that, actually. Let's see what else. Programming, I've seen a lot of people succeed with programming. I do think that's an amazing field too, to have a career. That's really good. In fact, I got some people to leave their jobs to get programming. I think that's an amazing field. I haven't seen a whole lot of like, I guess, I don't really know, okay? But making money online, people who had no experience, some of them have no college degrees. I don't have a college degree. Going from that to making money on Amazon, it is a place that's had the most success. So I think it's fantastic. I encourage you to keep listening. I do have some basic courses on my website, aaroncordovez.com, that get started. Right now they're free just because I want to have people go through it and check it out. But picking products, this is a profession, okay? You don't, the guys don't become a pro, a baseball player, football player, whatever player by being on the beach all day. No, those guys play so much baseball or so much hockey or so much whatever. They play a ton. They play all day. They learn about it. They study. They learn from people. They ask questions. You immerse yourself and you can succeed. If you think you're going to sit on the beach, work 30 minutes a day, and you have a hugely successful business that won't take any attention to keep it going, you're falsely mistaken. You do need to work. This is a profession. Don't approach it as a laptop lifestyle of all the time you're going to have. Approach it as, hey, this is like Major League Baseball, football, soccer, whatever you play or don't play. I don't play sports. Really, I don't play a lot of sports, okay? Me, it was like video games. It was like a esports, okay? That's what I was into, tournaments online, right? But it's like that. You have to learn. And when I was playing video games a lot. I mean, my life was video games. I played World of Warcraft. And my time spent on that game was no joke, like 1.5 years of game time. This is ridiculous. It's kind of almost embarrassing. Like it records how long you're actually on the computer playing. I had played more than a year and a half, and I got to the top 0.05% of players. I was pretty good, okay? Me and my buddy, we had a two versus two, and we got to the freaking top 0.05%. We were like badasses, okay? Amazon is like that. I played like 8 hours, 10 hours, 12, 14, 15 hours a day sometimes. In the summer, I would like just play and sleep and play. And listen, do I think that was healthy? Maybe not. But you know what? I freaking got good. And that was fun. And that was awesome. And so Amazon is similar. If you learn and you're going to go through things that didn't work, you're going to find out what does work. And it's like that. It's not a laptop lifestyle. It's more like, hey, this is the hobby that you wish you could play all the time. If you change your mind, you go, my freaking hobby is gonna be Amazon. I'm gonna learn everything about Amazon, all the bestsellers, this and this. When you're like a buyer, you learn. Like today, I saw some pricing and some stuff when I was buying something this morning, and I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna try that. That seems pretty good. Like, you need to wear your hat of learning, of a student, of a professional. Look on Amazon, observe, see what people are doing, and you're gonna try things. Just like a freaking video game or a sport or whatever you do, you try. Does it work? It doesn't work? No, then you change it. But you can learn and learn and learn and become a professional. Being a professional Amazon seller is not laying down on the beach. It's going to events, reading the books, listening to the podcast, looking at the Amazon page, trying strategies, launching products, trying ads, doing whatever, learning Facebook. There's a lot to it. But if you're a pro and you want to learn it, you can learn it. You can become a millionaire. I've seen it more than in any profession. But just like you can become a Major League Baseball player, it is not laptop lifestyle. It's hard work, being smart, getting help from people, and helping other people. Thank you very much. Subscribe.